today our focus is eggplants. And joining me is...
Hi, I'm Brianna and I'm a nutrition and dietetics student here at Utah State University. I'm so excited to be here.
Great, let's get going. Even though eggplants are purple on the outside, they are white on the inside. And eggplants can be a little bit bitter, which can prevent people from wanting to cook with them. Brianna, can you tell us why they're the nutritional benefits of eggplants?
Yeah, eggplants are high in fiber and potassium. And so the skin of an eggplant actually has a variety of antioxidants. And antioxidants are great for preventing oxidation in the body. And oxidation can be caused by a variety of factors, including environmental factors, stress, sun exposure, smoking, and more. So in order to prevent these things from happening in our bodies, we can eat a variety of foods that are high in antioxidants so that the oxidation is prevented in our bodies.
Great knowledge tip. I know I experience a lot of stress, so that can be important to get antioxidants. When is the best time to buy eggplants at the store?
While you can buy them year-round, they're typically in peak season from June to mid-October.
And what should we look for when we're buying eggplants at the store?
So when we are looking at an eggplant in the store, we want to make sure that it has a firm texture, that the skin is nice and glossy, and that there's minimal or no damages on the outside.
Now that we know how to pick an eggplant at the grocery store, you want to purchase it as close to when you're going to use it as you possibly can. The longer an eggplant stays on your counter, the bitter it will become. And you also do not want to store an eggplant in the refrigerator. Eggplants do not like being stored in the cold, and so you want to store it on your counter and use it as soon as possible. To prepare an eggplant, you want to cut off either end, and then you want to slice it lengthwise. At this point, if you're going to cook with the eggplant, you do want to salt it. So I'll pass this to Brianna, and she's going to salt the eggplant. And you'll just take your salt and just kind of sprinkle it over the eggplant. You can get a good amount of salt on there to make sure that you have a good layer. And the reason you do this is because the salt draws out the liquid. And then you can flip over the eggplant slices and salt the other side. Once you have salt on the eggplant slices, you'll want to put it into the strainer. Now that the eggplant slices have been salted, you can put it into a strainer. You want to put it into a strainer rather than a bowl because that liquid that leaches out of the eggplant slices will drain out onto a paper towel, or you can put a plate under the strainer and get rid of any of that liquid. Once you salt the eggplant, you want to let it sit for about 30 minutes. It might vary depending on what recipe you use, but your recipe will probably tell you how long to let it sit for. But once it's ready to go, you can use eggplant in a variety of different dishes. You can puree eggplant and make baba ganoush, which is a type of dip. You can fry eggplant and make eggplant parmesan, and you can also stew eggplant and make ratatouille. Lastly, another great way is you can grill eggplant, and that's what we're going to show you today.
Yep, so we're going to start by drizzling our salted eggplant. So you just want to be sure to cover it well, and then also get the back side of the piece. And we're going to put the eggplant here on our heated up grill.
Once we close that lid, we'll let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it's nice and charred.
All right, so now we're gonna check on our eggplant. Oh, it looks like it's all ready to go.
Oh, looks good.
Well charred. So I'll go ahead and pass this over. And while she's chopping that, once it's all diced up, it can be great to put on sandwiches, or you can throw it in salads, or even use it in a dip. But eggplant is versatile. You can use it however you'd like to use it.
That tastes good.
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us.